Well, hey, Beth, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. Listen, I want to get into Miss Karen Huger real quick because they're saying that she is trying to get certain evidence and things suppressed in her DUI case. She's saying that the police obtained, or she's saying that they did an illegal search and seizure, okay, of her property. So she's trying to get certain things suppressed. All right, body cam footage and all of that. So I definitely want us to get into an article over on In Touch. And then after that, we got to check out the taglines of the ladies, okay, for Real Housewives of Potomac. All right, so let us go ahead and hop into this article. All right, I was reading the article, but I was like, oh, girl, this is too juicy. I got to, bring this up for the people so that we all can get into it. Let me pause that real quick. All right, so they're saying that according to the court documents, all right, Karen asked that prosecutors not be allowed to introduce certain evidence at her upcoming criminal trial. They're saying that back in March, of course, Karen was involved in this car accident when she was driving her 2017 Maserati. Now, they're saying that she was accused of crossing a median and hitting multiple street signs. All right. They said that she was driving alone and there were no other cars involved. Thank God. Now, they're also letting us know that TMZ reported that the police said Karen was driving in an aggressive manner and too fast for the conditions. Now, the outlet said Karen's airbag deployed from the crash. Karen was arrested over the incident and received several citations. Prosecutors charged Karen with driving under the influence, negligently driving a vehicle in a careless and imprudent manner, endangering property, life, and person, and various other counts is what she got, right? Well, they're also saying that she's going to be having a 2-day trial, a jury trial, in December. That's crazy. Now, in her motion, get into this. Karen said she was assisted out of her car after the crash by a neighborhood security guard. She said the three took her to the ambulance to do a wellness check. Karen said she sat in the ambulance for a few minutes, but she refused any further medical treatment. She said her husband arrived at the scene and she exited the ambulance and walked to the curb with him. The reality star's lawyer said after Karen exited the ambulance, the sergeant grabbed Karen by her arm and told her and her husband that she was not free to leave, right? So Karen's lawyer said the sergeant then started to interrogate her and start asking incriminating questions like, where were you coming from and where were you going, right? These were the incriminating questions that I would think would be fair for the officer to ask her. But then I guess before he can ask her anything, he is supposed to read her Miranda rights, right? Because she doesn't have to rightfully tell him anything, right? Because it could be used against her in the court of law. Well, let's keep going. So they're saying in her filing, Karen's lawyer said Karen answered the sergeant's questions in violation of her Fourth Amendment right and provided answers that could possibly incriminate her in trial. Now, as the sergeant had Karen in custody and subjecting her to an illegal interrogation, according to her attorney, they're saying that another officer arrived to the scene to assist in that interrogation. All right. And I believe someone else came over and asked if they were progressing with getting any answers out of her. Now, the sergeant allegedly told the officer she understands that she's not free to leave. The evidence seized in this case was obtained as a result of an illegal search and seizure, according to Karen's attorney. All right. Now, the statements taken from the defendant were involuntary and elicited during an illegal custodial interrogation without the observance of mandatory procedural safeguards required by law, primarily the Fourth Amendment. All right, so let's keep going. Karen claimed the officers were aggressive with her and she was not read her Miranda rights. Okay, she argued the interrogation was illegal and all statements and police video after her illegal interrogation should be suppressed. So she don't want nobody seeing this, especially the way things have been swarming around, all on social media. So Karen's like, absolutely not. Matter of fact, y'all can go ahead and dismiss this case because I didn't give you guys any information. Right? Well, let's keep going. So in the alternative, she requested the evidence and everything, be suppressed. All right. Now let's get down to more. All right. So they're saying the prosecutors opposed Karen's request to suppress evidence. They argued the statements and the evidence collected were properly obtained. Their lawyer wrote, officers additionally observed the driver of the vehicle. The defendant was unsteady on her feet, swaying, stumbling, and slurring her speech. Furthermore, the initial caller spoke to officers on scene and indicated that prior to police arrival, the defendant appeared confused and the caller smelled alcohol when interacting with the defendant. So it seems like somebody else may have made a call, okay, on behalf of Karen, and they said that they smelled alcohol. So is there going to be a witness? Because that's what it seems like. The initial caller spoke to the officers that were on scene and indicated that she appeared to be confused and they smelled alcohol. Now, that person could have been lying, I don't know, but somebody else called on your behalf because obviously you weren't in a place that you could and went to check on you and also smell alcohol on you. Now, let's keep going. They're saying further, Karen's statements, this is what the prosecutors wrote. They're saying Karen's statements were not obtained as a result of a custodial interrogation because some of her statements were made while EMS personnel was treating the defendant for potential injuries. They said Karen's statements made during this time were free and voluntary and were stated out loud while in the presence of police officers. Now, additionally, statements made after the defendant was examined by the EMS personnel were not obtained as a result of that interrogation because Karen's subsequent statements were made while the defendant was temporarily detained pursuant to a traffic stop. Okay, so it seems like that information was not included. The statements made after the defendant was examined were not obtained. So they technically did not obtain what she had to say due to, I guess the Fourth Amendment, but some of the other stuff that she said she willingly gave when she was dealing with EMS. So that is crazy. According to her, she said she ain't give none of that. She sat in the dango car in the ambulance and waited. She didn't say anything to y'all. So then if EMS was treating her, so was this before? Maybe they was treating her before they put her in the ambulance. And that's when she was answering some questions and, freely speaking. Is what I'm wondering. This is terrible. Okay. Of course, Karen did release her statement a while ago when it came down to the situation and how she's been going through a lot. If you guys have been watching the show, she definitely mentioned that, she's been under stress as far as her marriage and losing her parents is concerned. And that likely led to the accident. Okay. So, that's just real interesting because on the show, it seems like when you bring up the fact that you're dealing with, everything with your marriage and you're not over your parents passing, it seems like you're admitting that you were drinking because that drove you to drink. But then at the same time, you want the case dismissed because you didn't give them any evidence or anything. Like, I don't know. So, I don't know, girl. Because then you also was trying to tell Jacqueline to, wait until the truth comes out. So is the truth supposed to come out that you was never drinking? But then you're also coming out as though you saying you was drinking. When you blame it on other people, it sounds like they're the cause for me drinking, which led to the accident. That's what it sounds like to me. But then at the same time, you feel like you're going to be vindicated as if it never happened, like you weren't drunk or something, and they lying on you. Girl, this is a ball of confusion. But y'all can leave y'all thoughts and comments down below when it comes to this situation and Miss Karen Huger. Next up, let us go ahead and slide over here and check out some of these taglines and what the ladies is trying to bring to us. So let us get into that real quick.
When the girls are away, it's time for Giselle to play.
When the girls are away, it's time for Giselle to play. I don't think that's a bad tagline because I'm thinking about her daughters, actually. When the daughters are not there, she's going to be getting into some things, okay? That's what it sounds like. But let's keep going. It don't sound bad. Let's see what else we got.
I quit grading, but I'm still passing judgments.
I quit grading, but I'm still passing judgments. Interesting. I'm still passing judgments. So it's like she's saying I'm still passing. I may have stopped grading, but I'm still passing judgments. I think I kind of follow what Dr. Wendy is saying here. Okay. What y'all think about Dr. Wendy? I'm still passing judgments. Okay. But you ain't like when Karen and Giselle was over there judging Miss Mia, child. But let's see what else we got.
Marriage can be temporary, but ink is permanent.
Baby, listen, I think that's a good one now. Mia did that. I think Mia, that was a pretty, okay, Mia. Okay, girl. Okay. I think we see you, girl. Just a little piece. I do. I think we see you, y'all. Let me know now. But ink is permanent, girl. I bet you better hope he permanent. You better hope he permanent so he can help you pay this alimony over there to Gordon, child. Okay. You better hope that he's permanent. Y'all gotta let me know, girl. Okay. Marriage may be temporary, but ink is forever, girl. Ain't that something?
From kiddie pools to the dating pool, I'm ready to dive in.
That's kind of cute. From kiddie pools to the dating pool, I'm ready to dive in. Okay, taglines aren't bad so far, y'all. I'm not disappointed in the taglines so far, but y'all let me know. Y'all can rate them. I think right now for the top, I think Mia may have it, even though she be giving crazy behavior. I think hers, she was very clever with how she did hers, in my opinion.
I know how to host a show and steal one too.
Stacey, baby, what show you think you finna steal? Because it's not this one. It's not this one. Y'all, do y'all think Stacey is coming on this show to steal it? Because it's not. It's really giving for me, Stacey, so far. And I know it's the second episode and we haven't really gotten into things. I do feel like she's not at, let me not say that. I just need to see more from Stacey for me to feel like what she has to say is valid, saying that she still shows too. Because honestly, if she didn't return next season, at where I am right now, I don't think a lot of people would miss her already. Okay, so we'll see what else she gonna give us. I mean, the season just started, so we'll see. She know how to host shows and steal the shows too. I would like that if you was actually stealing the show. So, TBD.
I own a business, I mind my business, and I stand on business.
I own a business, I mind my business, and I stand on business. Well, I feel like that was a much longer one than what I'm used to, but I don't think that's fully bad. I just hope you stand on business when it comes to that man, okay?
Darling, I am the fence and the gatekeeper. And the gatekeeper.
Let me go back.
Darling, I am the fence and the gatekeeper.
Cha. Karen said, darling, I am the fence and the gatekeeper. Now that's interesting. That's interesting there, because when I hear gatekeep, I feel like y'all can't even get in this circle unless Miss Karen approves of you to get in this circle. And she be quick to say somebody's not of Potomac, knowing that her behavior wasn't of Potomac. I don't think it was bad. I am the fence and the gatekeeper. Okay? Period. It's giving a little bit of I'm in charge of the girls. Y'all let me know who y'all like the most. I think Mia may be at the top for me, but I can't really see who else would follow behind that one. Top 3, let me see. Girl, it ain't. I only got one. I think Mia was good. I think everybody else is probably on the same level, okay? Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know which ones you like the most or the least down in the comments below, okay? I am Jami, that's me. That's all I got for you guys at this time. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. Like up the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.